Good evening, friends. Today we'll start with a topic called metals and a non-metal. Before we start this topic on metals and non-metal, let us say that where exactly it exists. It is existing in a category called elements. And if we go to our element topic, it's very big. We will go into a very important concept called a matter. Generally, matter exists in a three form, that is solid, liquid and gas. And matter, this whole universe is a form of matter only, we can see. And this matter or a substance further categorized on the basis of the purity. There are two types. One is called a pure substance and another is called a impure substance. And the element comes into the pure substance. So this element later on categorized on the basis of certain properties that are chemical as well as physical property. If we see this whole in this chart, we will see that metals, non-metals and metalloids is divided. If we have seen this periodic table, in this periodic table the center part is actually a metalloids. Metalloids exist over here in this periodic table. This periodic table 118 elements consist. Out of this 100 percentage, nearly 75 to 80 percentage is metals, 15 to 20 percentage is non-metal and 5 to 8 percentage is metalloids. If we see, the metals are found on the right side of the periodic table and the non-metals are found on the left side of the periodic table. Let's see how it is metals, non-metals and metalloids are different from each other. If we see, generally the difference is found in between metals and non-metals. Metalloid has a very limited kind of properties. You can say that it is an element, it is said to be a form of these metals and it having the property somehow form of metal and non-metal. So we will not discuss, we will go through these metals and non-metals. Let us start with what is the physical properties difference between the metals and non-metals. Generally, metals are in a solid form at a room temperature. See, nearly 100% it is found in a metals are in solid form. Only some exceptional cases. For example, we can say mercury. Mercury is in a liquid state. Non-metals, they are either in a solid, liquid or gaseous form. We can see the examples are given: O2, N2, phosphorus, silicon. All these are coming into these categories. Metals have a very high melting point. They can be converted into other state, that is in a liquid state, after melting at very high temperature. On the other hand, non-metals have a lower melting points. Means in comparatively they have lower melting point in comparison of the metals. Okay. Next is, they are very good conductor of heat and electricity. Metals are very good conductor of heat and electricity. For example, we can take iron, copper, zinc. All these are very good conductor of the electricity. On the other hand, non-metals, they are insulator. Insulator means they are non-conductor, or we can say a bad conductor of any kind of heat and electricity. But still we have some exceptional case. In some case, like graphite have a property which conduct an electricity. Then they are generally very hard and lustrous. They have shiny surface also. But on the other hand, non-metals, they are brittle, non-lustrous. Okay, either we can say